Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut Canvas and Scale Help on Facebook. But okay, how many times have you wanted or needed a light box, but one, either you're like me, too cheap and poor that you can't, or you just don't want to fork over the cash for it because they're just too expensive. Okay, I like the bigger ones because I'm always doing stuff that's on the larger scale, but lots of people like the really thin ones. Well, that would be fine, but mine would get broke. Okay, plain and simple, things around my house that are thin will always get broken. So if you want something that's real thin, this video is not for you. This is going to be about this thick, which is nice for sitting on your lap. It provides that nice thickness. It's not too big. It's not one of those big gaudy huge tote boxes that people use. This is just a nice thin one that you can put on your lap. Okay, I also require clips because I want my work to be clipped to it because of my dogs. They fly across my lap, it's gonna go flying. So it's got to be pretty much indestructible. The stuff that I'm working on needs to stay in place. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. Okay, we're going to be using aluminum foil. These little light strips that you can get at Amazon. Here's the one that I got. It's the U-Stellar. I think this one was $12. It's got 6,000 lumens. Well, you put 6,000 lumens in this tiny box. You back that with some highly reflective aluminum foil. You're going to have yourself a very bright light box. This light strip, though, is also dimmable, okay? Because if you need it just a little bit or a lot bit. Also, if you're working at night and maybe you're working in the dark and you don't need it as bright, this is something that's just really nice to have. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is we're going to line our little box. Okay, and you can get these boxes anywhere. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them wherever you want. Wherever you get them from, though, is probably going to dictate how much you pay for them. Okay, I will tell you, I paid $5 for this one. Okay, I'm not much for paying anything for anything, so if I can get it dirt cheap, you bet that's what I'm going to do. Some people like to spend lots of money on name things just to say they have a name thing. Nope. If I can get something that's dirt cheap that works just as well, oh, you betcha I'm in that ballpark. That's why a lot of people get upset when I don't recommend certain things or certain, you know, sellers or certain. It's because I don't believe in that. I think if you can find something that's the exact same, that's just as good and cheaper, hey, go for it, you know. No one sponsors me, no one pays me to say anything or do anything, so, you know, go for it. You use what you can, you know. Don't feel bad because you don't have the same name brand stuff that everybody else does. And shame on others for making you think that you have to. Jaeger, stop. So we're gonna keep going here. So you're just gonna, oh God, hopefully this is on camera. I have horrible camera skills and I do apologize for that. My family found that out when my son was senior year last year playing football. Oh my God. I have this wonderful, awesome camera. Have these awesome lenses. Can take so many beautiful videos. Yeah, right. I get so into the game. I ended up filming the goalposts half of the time. I tell them, hey guys, I get into things and I just don't pay attention to where I'm at. It's awful. Feel free to fire me and take over if you like. That wouldn't make me happy. No one did. No one ever took me up on my offer. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to keep lining this. So you see, I'm just squishing it down, making sure it's tucked up in the corner. And always make sure the reflective side is out, not the dull side. And I just tear it off out here somewhere. Maybe. Come on. And we'll put this last piece down here. And yeah, this is the extra wide stuff, but you can use whatever kind you have. Any old aluminum foil works. This stuff is a Dollar General brand, and I even got it on clearance. So, I'll tell you how cheap I am. Cheap is good. I learned that from my dad. Okay, so now, and this will help, this will stay down when we start putting these in, okay? Now these are cuttable, okay? They're cuttable. I think it is what, every third light you can cut them. I don't want to cut them, because when you cut them you got to join them again, and I don't want to do any fancy joining of anything. You know, my luck, I'll mess something up and it won't quite work like it should. So I don't want to do that. Alright, but what I need to do is I'm probably going to actually end up cutting a hole in this so that my cord goes out the side. I was originally thinking of not doing it so that I could keep this in case I wanted to use it, but I'm not sure. I have to decide that yet. Okay, I am going to hot glue just aluminum foil to aluminum foil, nothing to the plastic, because like I said, I don't know yet, I haven't figured it out. I may want to keep this and actually use it for humans, but I haven't decided. No, maybe I'll go ahead and keep it for a trace, because like I said, it's only $6, $5, $6, I can't remember, like $5 I think. So you can always get another one. So just glue all the pieces, all the little flaps down. Aluminum to aluminum, so nothing has been glued to the plastic. Just rolled over so that it stays with itself, okay? Like that. Alright. Okay, so I just did a trial fitting of the lid to make sure that it still fits, being supervised. And that all the little closures still snap on, and they do. So now I can undo this. Carefully remove this though, because I want those creases to stay pretty deep and permanent as I can in that foil. Okay. If you don't want to put in the foil, you don't have to, but what it does is it helps increase the reflectivity of all the lights that you're going to put in here. Okay, I'm going to start at the end. This is just how you connect, Brisbane. This is how you connect other wires to each other, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just use these, and there is sticky back adhesive on here. So you're just going to pull that off. Just expose that adhesive on the back and go ahead and stick it in there. Okay, so as soon as I find, go out in the barn and grab my drill bit, I'm actually going to drill a hole in the corner here so that I don't break any part of it. I'm going to drill a hole and actually put the light through there. Okay, so I have the drill bit. I put a piece of tape here to try to keep it from splitting. But I'm going to start drilling, and I'm going to try to keep it up and away from the edge in from that piece. Try to keep it from traveling, Jen. It's a dog tone of 500 in here. Okay, so now let's see if this fits through there. I'll probably have to make it a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, that's way too small. So I'll have to make it a wee bit bigger. What I'm doing is I'm just rocking this drill bit side to side, and I'm making that hole bigger. Okay, so I need to just keep on going. But what I'm also doing is I'm paying attention when I'm angling it this way and this way, so I'm not running into that side in the bottom. But I don't want to do that. So I'll bring it up. Almost. Oi, oi, oi. Give you a good workout. Oi. Oh, we're almost there. Alright, so I'm going to keep working this, and I'll be back. And do we have success? Okay, so now that our wonderful little electric control now goes all the way through. Oh, yeah. And as you see, it's a nice tight fit. I can pop that off. Now, because some of the little aluminum foil did get a wee bit on the ugly side in there, you can see it got a little ugly. I can go back through and just either unwrinkle it and tack it back down, or just add another piece around it, which I think I might do, because you know it was only $1.65. So it's not like I don't have it. Okay, so now I have the cord placed. I'm going to start peeling off this backing, if I can. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. Good God, Gertie. Oh, no. Holy Pete. Two pokey tools and patience, I guess, is needed for more than just vinyl. Yeah, you're moving, big butt. Oh my God. Oh well, maybe if it wasn't tucked under everything. Okay, now I'm going to follow just a little bit down from the top. So I'm going to put it down from the top. And it does not have to be straight. It doesn't have to be in any kind of order. Just go ahead, start removing and sticking. I'm sorry for my rude cattle dogs. They tend to have a schedule of their own. Lord have mercy if you don't agree with them. That's why it takes me forever to get things done sometimes. And it's just me here, and I have all 4 of them every day. It gets to be a bit much. Okay, so let's go around here. I have to put this under this main wire. So this is the actual power wire that goes in and comes out here. Okay, so what I did is I foil wrapped the brown or the black part and then pushed it through the hole, and it's a tight fit, so that's good. Pushed it through the hole, smashed the foil up and around it, okay, so that everything is reflective. I'll stuff all this underneath there. Probably would have been a better idea if I did this before, huh, Jen? Yeah, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Okay, so if you fail to think far ahead, like I just did, you can still stuff it all underneath because this is easily bendable. Okay, so never fear, and then just keep on pulling and sticking. Oops, just don't pull too much that you rip your aluminum. Oh God, no, you know that stuff's so expensive, it's so hard to replace. I really hope this is good. Move you, drop those. Yeah, don't rip that irreplaceable aluminum foil, for God's sake. So you can just kind of keep going whichever way. And if for some reason it's like starting to not stick, or you don't think it's going to be sticky enough, just get out that hot glue gun again, run some glue behind it, and stuff it on down there. Oh, there's one of the cattle dogs coming slightly unglued. Cattle dogs are a very special breed of dogs. They will try your patience sometimes, but they're extremely loyal, fierce defenders of what they consider their territory. They're highly suspicious of any stranger that comes into their territory. But man, all these dogs want to do is work, work, work. And depending on what, sometimes you can choose as their job, but usually they choose their job or what they want to do for work on their own, whatever it is. They can literally spend all day doing it. In Brisbane, for instance, his is his ball. That dog will chase a ball. And we're not talking like fetch, you know, the casual type. This dog is go hard. And he will do that non-stop for 23 hours a day. take an hour break to pester his brother. But a lot of the cattle dogs end up in shelters. A lot of them high kill shelters because people don't understand them. Because sometimes they nip at kids or, you know, just kind of let their traits out, and people don't know how to deal with them. And cattle dogs are one of the best dogs you could ever want to have. But you just got to take a minute or two to get to know them, to get to know what that dog needs. My dog, Shadow, is the best dog in the whole wide world. Her job is me. Whatever I do, she wants to do. But she still, man, she'll cattle dog me right in the rear end. If people get too close to me, she can get aggressive. If I pick her up, she'll bite me in the face. You know, she just has boundaries that she sets that, you know, she'll let me know what her limits are. I just have to pay attention to them. But Shadow is also terribly, terribly, terribly abused. So I just pay attention to him. And some days I think I act like they do. A little on the crazy side. I think that's just fine. We all need those days. Okay, if you notice, there's really no pattern to this. It's just kind of putting these down so that they can just do their thing and emit light. I have 2 to 3 layers around the sides. Why? Because that's closer to the actual top of the box. Or top, oops, shoot. Top of the lid where my images are going to be. So that's where I really want them. And no, these are not put down flat in the middle. Okay, they're just kind of squished in some spots and left standing up in others. Okay, nothing is going to be inside of this box to rip them up or, you know, tear them. Oops. You can see I just untaped that one and I'm taping it down over here. Okay. Because I don't want to cut these. Like I said, I didn't get any of the joining pieces that go to this. Come on. Pull back on yourself. Your wires, you should do that. There we go. Okay. Alright, so there it is, all placed down. Now, let us plug in this to this. And let's plug this in to the outlet. Holy cow smacks! Oh my gosh. Wow, is that bright. Goodness. Okay, so there's the dimmer. Oh my goodness. Okay, So let's leave that dim so y'all can actually see. Wow, I didn't think it was going to be that bright. Well, good. This should work pretty well then. Okay. Ooh, this one's a little tough. There. Okay. Now, to put these little doohickey majobbers on, what I did was I used Velcro. So I have the soft fluffy side actually attached to the clipboard pieces. The clipboards came with the ability to add those rivets, but I'm not gonna, because if I wanted to use this again, I wanted to be able to switch them out. Okay, plus I didn't want to be putting that in my plastic, okay, and possibly breaking it. So the hook side will be on the hard plastic piece. Okay, so let's center this up. Get rid of that. It's not really that it has to be center. It just, anal Annie in me would prefer it if it was. Okay, and if you don't want to use these, you can use rubber bands. Okay, big rubber bands around this, which I may end up switching out to if I don't like the way these are working out. I mean, these were like, I think these were like $4 on Amazon. Okay. Alright. So now I can hook a page either this way, or I can hook a page the long way. But let us see how it actually works. Oh my goodness. This works really well. Yeah, you can literally put it so bright that the paper that you're trying to trace looks like the original. So yeah, wow, this works really well. So you can, you know, decrease the light and make it more pleasant on your eyes. Let me see, let me go grab another sheet. Okay, so here is, I ripped this page out of a magazine. So if you want to do some tracing, let's say you want something out of a magazine. Now this is the one side, okay, so that's why it's slightly darker. Now if you go blasting it all the way up, okay, so there's all the way up. Okay, so now you get a nice trace. Here's Brothers bags on this side. That's a Brother bag right there. It's hard to see. Oh my God, you can't see nothing. This light is so bright. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Just crazy. But it has the dimmer, like I said, so that's what makes it really nice. But this is a pattern, again, I think this was like another UK magazine I picked up at Walmart. But this is just something, I mean, you see, because of the brightness, you can really pick up just about anything. I was looking for my heavy cardstock. I think that got packed away. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, here's my Nina. 65 pounds. Okay, so here's some, this looks like the handmade papers, what this stuff reminds me of. Let's try. See what we can get through this. Try covering up as much of that background as possible. Good Lord, that blinds us. Holy cow smacks. Looky there. So you can really see. Oh, sorry. Gosh darn it, I just did it to you again. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can pick up the magazine and what that looks like. And try to get you really focused in on the magazine so you're not drowned by the light. perfect. And this is through pretty thick cardstock, okay? This is not thin paper. Oops, that wasn't even all the way up. So this is not thin paper. This is pretty decent 65-pound cardstock, okay? So pretty decent, like paper, thicker paper you could trace with. All right. So again, this is the type of light that I use. It's the flexible LED strip lights. I'm trying to think if there's anything in it special. There was 300 units of LED, 24 watts. Size of the LEDs 2835. 50,000 hours. But I do know that the I do know that the daylight or the lumens was 6,000 lumens. So 6,000, 6,500 lumens will be perfect. But again, I highly recommend this dimmer so you can turn it on, have it low, or this is max, okay? So I'm standing here and it is hurting my eyes, okay? And I think this one is called Daylight White. Okay, so not the soft or not the warm white, but the daylight white. Yes. Okay, so that's what I recommend. And then just one of these boxes, and then clips if you want clips. If you don't want clips, you can just put rubber bands around it or just hold it. This box is nice because it's nice and skinny, so it's going to sit on my lap when I'm tracing. My cord plugs in. You can get battery operated LED lights if you want. Just understand that most of those are not very bright, okay? Sometimes the more lights that you put around the edges brings that light closer to the top, but with these you don't really need that because you see it's like, wah, you need sunglasses. And the tracing capability is second to none, and it's not $60, $70, $80, $90, $150 for this. This is like, so I had $12 in that, 6 in this. This is like 18, oh, and 4 in this, so 18, maybe $22 for all of this, okay? Oh, and my $1.65 aluminum foil that I've had for like 20 some years. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can find me over at ScanNCut, Canvas, and Scal Help on Facebook. Thanks, guys.